Thank you, Paul. Coming up in this half hour, Jeff Altman will be here. Tomorrow on our program, Charles Grodin will be here, a very funny and very talented actor, and comedian Marsha Warfield. Also, we will have the world's fastest typist. She will be here tomorrow. Barbara Blackburn, that will be tomorrow. And another reminder, Saturday night, January 26th, beginning at 11:30, our third anniversary television special will be taking place. Here's something we do periodically. It's called People Who Will Not Be Seen in the Show. Paul, I believe you have a little music for this. Very nice. These are people who, for one reason or another, did not qualify to be guests on the show. I've developed bribery into an art form, petty criminal Danny Rosada told us. Lots of judges get tired of plain cash. If I didn't have a knack for arranging canned goods, believe me, I'd be doing hard time. He won't be on the show. We decided that. He won't be on the show. We turned this man down, Mr. Fred Fulbers. Mr. Fulbers said, I do impressions that nobody else does. Here I am doing my impression of a New York City bank teller. We get lost. That man in here. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Cornwall of Waukegan, Illinois, wanted to be on our show to complain about Bob Hope's surprise walk-on appearance at Mrs. Cornwell's 68th birthday party. At first, we were very flattered, but then the man just refused to leave. All right. Dan Ponte has a job that keeps him too busy to be a guest on our show. He's in charge of Joan Collins' makeup, says Dan. Dan says it takes forever to chip off those layers of spackle and grout every night. Spackle. Bob Lancer and Don Holcomb wanted to be on our show to talk about the new television program they're producing, Civil Engineering Bleeps and Blunders. Bob told us Dan gave me the idea one day when he said, I thought you put in the off-ramp. And here's this guy explaining to Phil at their big Welcome to New York party. No kidding, Mr. Donahue, we've taken care of the poison gas leak. It collapsed in the audience. That takes the fun out of a TV show when they got emergency crews in there with gurneys hauling stiffs out. Harrison Demme wanted to be on our program with his special talent. You give me a pile of 100 photos, he boasted, and I can always pick out the shots of myself. We told him to increase his medication and call us later. The Japanese company of Lakaja Fall wanted to be on the show to do a couple of scenes from Act 2. However, NBC insurance adjusters were worried about possible cave-ins, and we had to say sayonara. Army Sergeants Phil Zitkin and Joy Chesnow wanted to be on to describe their new religious conversion. We worship Secretary of State George Shultz, says Phil, and so do most of the other guys in the platoon. I'm sorry I screwed that up. When his brother Bruno got run over by a bus, Tony Brooker couldn't stand being parted from him. People act funny when they see the wall hanging, he says, so if I could just bring Bruno onto your show. And our last one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sad to announce, is steeped in controversy here at NBC. I'm going to do it, and we'll let you, the audience, decide whether or not this is fit for American television. I personally happen to be among those who feel this is fit for American television. I'll do the piece now, and we'll just let the chips fall where they may. Little Jason Pembroke is billed as the world's most spoiled kid, he told us. Every day, Dad takes me to a different supermarket. I crawl into the grapefruit display and take a leak. We'll be right back with Jeff Altman. No one knows exactly what went wrong in the development of my next guest, but there is no doubt about it. Something upstairs has shifted. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a disturbed young man, Jeff Altman.
Tell you a little about, first of all, today coming in.
Jeff? Jeff, move down to the mic, will you, please?
I'm too damn cold! It's freezing in here!
Come on down. Like in rehearsal.
You sure?
Yeah, come on down.
Okay. Okay, I'll come down. Okay. And now this word from... And now this word from the National Safety Council. Don't ever do this. Bingo! Who is this guy they got doing these 7-Up commercials now? I'm just tired of this guy, aren't you? You seen him?
These are cola nuts. Only slightly bigger than my brother Bob over here. He is sick and need help right away.
Now they got Raymond Burr for Diet 7-Up. Hello, my name is Raymond Burr, the world's largest living mammal. Diet 7-Up, never had it, never will. So, how you doing? Where are you folks from? Oh, that's great. You know, my name's Jeff Altman. I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Syracuse, New York. And, went to school in Baltimore, Maryland, a place called Johns Hopkins University. Probably wondering how I got in there. All these smart people walking around with foreheads like B.F. Skinner. It's like,
This way to hell, come with me.
I had the worst study habits in the history of college, and well, until senior year, then I found out what I'd been doing wrong. I had been highlighting with a black magic marker. Everything just disappeared, and got into school. I was confused, actually. See, I got in because I was a wrestler. I was a wrestler in high school. In fact, I looked like one of these guys when I started off in high. I was like, remember these guys?
Really bitchin', go for it, man. My name's Jeff Altman, lifeguard and bodybuilder here at Johns Hopkins University. I'm living proof that building your body reduces the size of your brain. Really bitchin', go for it. Just finished my new book called Pumped Up and Goofy. Took me over 2 years to write and over 3 years to read.
So I got into this place. I had no idea where I was at Hopkins, and I remember the first class they put me in. It was unbelievable. I had visiting professor from Yale, William F. Buckley, Jr. This is true. First day of class, political science 1, I was like, good evening, welcome to political science 1. My name is William F. Buckley, Jr. I'd like, if I may, to begin the questioning with Mr. Altman. Mr. Altman, the current administration has called the communist Neolithic moderates pragmatic moralists and semi-lucid perpetrators of left-wing mediocrity. Do you wish to comment?
Really bitchin', Bill, go for it.
So they told me I had to declare a major. So I said, okay, math. So they put me in calculus. I had no idea where I was. It was just unbelievable. I sat in calculus for the first 2 weeks. Concepts were going like this. After 2 weeks in there, I started wearing sunglasses. I didn't want anybody to know who I was. By the time I took the first midterm, I was asking questions. I had just flat turned into Jack Nicholson. It was like, pardon me, Professor, but could you tell me what the hell's going on here? You've been talking about all these imaginary numbers. I'd just like to find a few I could see. Whoa. College is great, though, because first time in your life, you get to step out, be a big guy, step out and be a big man. Get to date girls for the first time, maybe have your first little liaison. Let me ask the girls here a question. Can you think back to your first time, sort of? A couple girls here can't, I know, but First time, do you think it was more difficult for the girl or the guy? See, I think the guy, because bottom line, girls, first time for you, you really don't have to be good, you just have to be there. This is perfectly acceptable. Thank you very much. That's all.
Get over here. Hey, what the hell are you doing? We'll be right back after this. Thanks, Paul. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Very funny. How you been?
Well, I've been great.
What have you been doing?
Well, I did something recently that, gee, I'm just real proud of. I worked for the Playboy channel, and Playboy's doing this thing. It's on now, I think. You can see if you got the channel.
One of those cable deals, isn't it? Yeah.
It's called the Great American Strip-Off. And they go around different cities and recruit these people, men and women, who are amateurs, CPAs, doctors, professional people, who want to take their clothes off in an opportunity to win $10,000. So, but I noticed as I was a judge on it, a lot of coaching, and the profile I noticed that they do these little biographies up front, these little biographies.
Who are these people kind of thing, yeah.
Who are these people? And they all seem to have the same kind of M.O. They're all...
M.O.?
Very...
M.O.?
Yeah.
Which is?
19. No, they all have...
What does M.O. mean?
I don't know. I thought it would sound good on network TV.
Modus operandi.
Modus operandi.
So you notice a kind of a common
similarity,
thread. Yeah.
Similarity between their lifestyles. They're all very slick and, hey, I'm driving a Corvette and I'm dating girls and I'm just slick and I got a lot of jewelry and...
Hot and ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought it was real interesting, and so they let me go out and film one of my own profiles.
I see.
And I think we have something here.
All right. So
But
this will be seen
it'll give you
soon.
a taste
of the
guys,
show.
and then you'll see the guy I went
Okay,
out and was
great.
able to shoot.
Vince Vittoria is a 22-year-old contractor originally from New Jersey, now living in Florida. Eric Henderson is a 25-year-old nightclub manager living in Houston, and his nickname is KC. Herb Buchanan is a 39-year-old from Sphincter, Wyoming, who is currently employed as a silo cleaner, but his sights are set much higher.
I could do that. I could be an actor. I could do commercials. I could be on a series like that series of Dallas. I could fit in there. They could fit me in.
Herb's a country gentleman who's very proud of his roots.
Well, as you know, I came from a close-knit family. My mother and father were brother and sister.
And how would he describe his brother-in-law, Sonny?
How do you describe Sonny? Sonny hasn't used a mirror for over 12 years, so he has no idea what he looks like. Last year, we took Sonny up to the state fair in Nebraska, and he was in this contest. An 1,800-pound mule kicked him front on into the head. Holy God, it was unreal. Sonny he danced right after that for a while until he just walked over in some hay and dropped. I think it's a state record, as far as I know.
Herb Buchanan. Now we have some dates here.
Yeah,
You want us to mention some dates?
I got 60 written down. Pick what you like, Dave.
February 9 at Tufts. You'll be there with George Miller, right?
George Miller, I think, is going to be on that date.
February 10, you're going to be doing some traveling. You don't even have a travel day here. February 10, you'll be at UCLA.
And I have to take the train between these days.
Oh, my God. February 12th at Marquette.
Mm-hmm.
And February 15th at Duke. So February is a big month for you.
Biggest I've had so far.
Nice to see you again.
Great to be here.
Nice job. Jeff
Thanks,
Altman,
David.
folks. We'll be right back. All right, we're almost out of time. Jeff, thank you very much. Nice to see you again. You were very funny. Also, my thanks to Dee Snyder, who was here. Janet Brennan, who was the psychic body reader. We ran out of time. I'm awfully sorry. We will have her rescheduled, and she'll be here to read. I know. I'm sick about it myself.